Today we are talking about your second trimester. This is typically referred to as the honeymoon phase, just because things like nausea usually subside, you get to feel your baby's movements for the first time, your bump is growing and it's fun, but it's not yet in the way. Some other things that might come up in the second trimester that you haven't experienced yet, the round ligament pain. Round ligament pain is that pain on the sides, I kind of felt it by my ovaries, people say maybe even in their hip bones. And it's just kind of shooting pain from time to time. It can be a dull aching pain. And this exercise right here looks very simple, but it's something that can really relieve the round ligament pain. It's just a simple child's pose with a side stretch, but that can really make it feel better. There might be other aches and pains as your belly grows, some lower back pain, some hip pain, things like that, which we're working towards to keep really strong so you don't suffer from that as much. Another thing is you might get out of breath more easily. You might find yourself going up a flight of stairs and all of a sudden you're completely winded, which is why when we're working out from this point forward, really, you want to be working out at conversation pace. The coaches at Cypher were really great at checking in with me and making sure I could still talk. From now on, you don't want to be gasping for breath at all. This should be conversational. If I ask you a question, you should be able to reply in a full sentence. Not maybe easily, you might have to take a breath here or there, but you should be able to respond and have a conversation with me. It's not impossible to do. This is due to the lungs being crowded. Everything's kind of getting pushed up. Your intestines might be getting squished a little bit, but the baby, the placenta, your uterus, everything's starting to push against your lungs. Another interesting thing you might have noticed is your linea nigra, or the black line. Some people get it all the way from the rib cage all the way down. Some people get it starting at the belly button down. Everyone's different. Don't stress about it. It will go away. Another thing is more blood flow is going to all your mucous membranes in your body. So you might have more nasal congestion, you might have some nosebleeds, which I actually experienced. I had a really dry nose and would wake up, blow my nose, have some nosebleeds, which was very strange for me. It went away when I started putting a humidifier in my room with some essential oils. So fitness-wise, what do we want to remember second trimester and moving forward, but especially right now? We want to avoid working our six-pack abs, glamour muscles, those muscles right in the front. We want to avoid those. Those need to expand, and if we do a lot of crunches and actually work them, we can do more damage than good right now. They can actually really separate into a condition that's called diastasis recti, which, don't worry, if it happens to you anyway, we can fix it, but it's best to just avoid it and work the other things that are important right now. There's 3 things we want to focus on for our core starting in the second trimester. Our transverse abs. These are the abs that connect to your spine and wrap around your body, kind of like a human girdle. If you can imagine strapping on a girdle, these are your homegrown girdle muscles that kind of pull you together. Another one is the obliques, your side muscles. You can still keep those nice and strong, work on those for stability and balance. And then the third thing we still want to work out related to our core is our pelvic floor. This is when we really start connecting our movements in the gym and what we're doing to our breathing, which in turn is connected to our pelvic floor. We really want to start getting in touch with the pelvic floor, making it strong, learning when to flex it, and really learning how to relax it too. It's not going to be any good to us if you can flex, flex, flex and not learn how to relax it as well. So the transverse abs, the obliques, and the pelvic floor is what we're focusing on, not the glamour abs.